formal introduction. I'm Ann Miller. I am one of the practitioners here at Infinity Healing Center. I'm in Suite A. I am a Reiki Master Teacher and a psychic medium, and I love to talk about raising your vibration with my clients. I share this with friends. I practice a lot of techniques myself. I found that when you're in a higher vibration, you're healthier, you're happier. It really sets the tone for your day. Your vibration, it's your energy, it's your life force. It's called many different things. It's affected by our environment. It's affected by things that we're surrounded by, social media, people that we're around, things that we eat, things that we drink. So many different things. So I'm actually going to, it was quite interesting, Misa shared a quote by Albert Einstein. I have another quote by Albert Einstein, not set to memory though, so I'm going to read it. Everything is energy, and that is all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics. A lot to be said about that. So, there's so many different techniques. Everything that I shared tonight, I will actually give you this now. If you want to take one and pass them back, please. There's 25 different suggested ways to raise your vibration. I will share some of my personal favorites that I actually use every day. Every morning when I wake up, I have a picture in front of me that says grateful and blessed. That sets the tone for my day. I take that message into me, and I also wake up with a very grateful heart. I wake up with gratitude. I thank the Lord, I thank the universe, I thank my team for another day of life. I'm grateful for my health. I am grateful to be of service to others. I found that for me it just really helps to set that tone and to start off the day just being in a very happy frame of mind instead of saying, oh, I got up off the wrong side of the bed. I mean, who hasn't experienced that? I know I have. But I choose to practice these things, and what I practice, I also share that with others. Another part of this is appreciating yourself. So I encourage others to do some form of mirror work. So if you want to just take your hand, we're going to actually pretend that you have a mirror in front of you. So if you just want to follow me with this exercise, you're going to look at this mirror and you're going to say, I love you. And I'd like you to say that 3 times to this mirror. I love you. I love you. I love you. How does that make you feel?
Happy.
Yeah. So now we're going to take that same mirror and we're going to say, I am worthy. So say that 3 times. I am worthy. I am worthy. I am worthy. We're going to do one more. I am so very loved. I am so very loved. I am so very loved. So very loved. Right now you should be feeling, I know for me, I start to feel this rolling energy just rolling up, and I just feel happy. It really raises, it's just a quick way to raise your vibration, and it's easy to do. Anytime you add those two very powerful words in front of other words, I am, and adding something positive after it, it really sets the tone. And it's like that mirror. What you're putting out is exactly what you're getting back, and what you're attracting in loving people, you're attracting in situations where you're stating, I am worthy. I am loved. I am worthy of love. It really sets the tone. Creativity. There's so many different ways to be creative. It could simply be journaling, doodling. If anyone is an artist here, painting, drawing a picture, music. It's a creative outlet. It's a wonderful expression. I found that for me, unfortunately these days I haven't had the time to get back to that, but I used to make beautiful earrings, and I put a lot of my energy, my intention was attracted to different colors, and just the vibration. A lot of people that were drawn to my creations, they said, I can really feel the energy behind this. These make me happy. They're speaking to me. A lot of it is intention of what you put into it, and it really sets the tone. Movement. I love to do some form of movement, some form of exercise every day. I do yoga. I love Zumba. I love Latin dancing. I'm half Mexican, so it comes naturally for me. So just getting your heart rate going and whatever you're comfortable with, it just really helps to get your vibration up. So I'm actually going to share another technique that I learned when I was in Sedona, Arizona these past 2 years. I did something called myofascial release therapy. It's the John Barnes method, but there's a technique that they teach you that really helps. I'm just going to ask everyone to stand. And this technique is called jiggling, and it's fun. And it's very similar to something that you've done before me. So you don't have to jump, but you're just bounce. You're just bouncing. If you try doing this with keeping your eyes closed and just bounce. If your arms want to move up above your head, just let them move and just bounce. We'll just do this for just a couple seconds. A couple more seconds. Even just shake it all out. Shake out your arms, your hands, your fingers. Okay, now we can stop. Now open up your eyes. How do you feel? Good. Just something as simple as that. It gets everything moving. It's really great for the lymphatic system. If you have one of those floor mats that are cushioned in the kitchen, you can stand on that. I found that they're great shock absorbers. So I like to do a little jumping. You don't have to jump, but it's another great way just to get everything moving and feel happier. And you can do this at any time. I found that right away in the morning. If you don't have time to do an actual class or go for a walk, be in nature, just the simple art of jiggling will just help get everything moving and flowing. So thank you. So I know for me, being an empath, I am very, very sensitive to my environment, and that includes what I watch on TV. the types of movies, social media, what comes up on the feed. There's just, I believe in, we all have free will. We can make those choices that are healthy for us. If something doesn't feel right, if something just makes you feel, I use the word icky a lot, if something just makes you feel icky, and it's just kind of where you just feel like, this is not healthy for me, you have choices. You can choose not to look at it. You can choose to change the channel, turn the TV off, pick different music choices, so many different things. It's just looking for things that uplift you, not things that pull you down. Same thing with setting healthy boundaries with others, whether that's family, friends, colleagues, coworkers, people that you interact with. If something doesn't resonate with you, you can set those boundaries, so that way you're lifting each other up. We don't push each other down. And that's another way that I found that it just helps to just keep your vibration high. Water. I know it's been recommended to me many times to drink more reverse osmosis water. You don't necessarily have to go reverse osmosis if you don't have that type of filter, but just being aware of what you're drinking, what you're eating. I know personally for me, if we talk about sugar, the refined sugar, it's lower vibration. I will get very foggy headed, and that affects my intuition. So everything that I do, everyone that I work with, I feel very obligated to make sure that I'm eating clean, drinking clean, just all those different things that help to keep me at a more high vibration every day. And it makes me feel good, and it also helps your body just be so happy. Let's see. Spending time with spending time with loved ones, doing things that make you happy, even entertaining your inner child. We have that little girl, little boy that's inside of us. Go to the zoo one day. That's fun. Go to a carnival, or just, there's these different things, anything where you can feel like a kid again. I found that those things, those simple little things that we did as a child, or maybe we didn't get to do as a child, do it now. There's always time to do it now. I've just found for me, it just really helps, just setting that tone. Volunteer work. Helping others. I love working with children. I love their energy, and if you ever want to feel like a kid again, just spend some time around children. That's a great way. I was doing some volunteer work for a while at a hospice facility, and just to be that hand, be that gentle presence, to be there, to give of your heart space, that in itself is so rewarding, and it makes you feel so good inside. That's another opportunity to raise your vibration, open up your heart space. Talked about spending time in nature. With our Wisconsin weather, we don't, I know for me, I'm not a big fan of the cold, but I absolutely love the warm summer that we had, so I spent a lot of time going to different parks, going down by the lake. Wherever you feel connected, or the different elements. For me, being by the water is very symbolic. It's very cleansing, very soothing. That really helped me a lot. Even spending time with trees and with their energy, that was also another great way to just help to raise my vibration. So it's knowing when we need to take what I call the timeouts and just give ourselves those breaks that we need, just to help us to balance the everyday, what I call stressors and different things that come at us, balancing family life, career, whatever that looks like for you. It's finding these different things, these different outlets to just keep ourselves operating at a much higher capacity, a higher vibration, keeping our energy high. I found that when I was living a lifestyle where I was surrounding myself by negative people, not only did it lower my vibration, I was getting sick all the time. My energy fields were not flowing the way they should, and it was a big eye-opener for me, and I share that with many people. I share that with my clients. I always say that I am an open book. I am here to share what I've learned. I'm here to share my wisdom, share those tools, not to keep everything inside. I like to empower others so that way they can try different things. It's not a one-size-fits-all. What I've done may not necessarily work for you or for you, but it's giving you some positive suggestions as far as different things that you can try. Energy work is really good. Getting the chakra fields open. So Reiki, acupuncture. There's lots of different modalities. I've just found that it really helps to just get everything open and moving. And me, I completely resonated with the talk about the different colors. Because when I think of the 7 main chakras and the associated colors, and when we talk about the blocked emotions, we have different things that come at us, and it's how we equip ourselves with these different tools and how we react to different things or don't react to different things. So there's another technique that I found to be very helpful for myself, and has anyone in this room heard of tapping? The emotional freedom, I believe it's emotional freedom technique? Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to do a quick tapping exercise. So I would like you to think of a time, or perhaps something that happened today, where it stressed you out. Okay? So hold that thought in your mind. And we're going to start with an affirmation. We're going to start at the karate chop point, which is, you can do it on either hand, whatever is comfortable for you. And we're going to say this affirmation 3 times. Even though, and I would like you to repeat this with me, please. Even though this situation stressed me out, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though this situation stressed me out, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And one more time. Even though this situation stressed me out, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Now we're going to move to the point between the eyebrows. And you can say a positive affirmation mentally to yourself. You can say, I am loved, I am beautiful, whatever that looks like for you. And then we're going to move to the side of the eye. It's going to tap. And then we're going to move to underneath the eye and continue with your affirmations. We're going to do under the nose. Continue with your affirmation. Under the chin. And then you're just going to find the little point that's about where your collarbone is, just a little below. Take your fingertips and just gently tap. Continue with your affirmation. And then we're going to find the point underneath our armpit, and we're just going to tap. It's about the, I hope I can say this, Lucas, but it's about the bra line for women. That's the point. And then the final point is on the top of the head. So what we just did was just a quick run through of the different tapping points. I like going on YouTube. Nick Ortner, Jessica Ortner, they're part of the Tapping Solution. I have used them quite a bit. I know for me, when I've had some stressors in my life, I would have a vision come through of a monkey doing this. That was my symbol, and I knew that I needed, I was being guided to do tapping. I kid you not. So it's different for everyone. It's really tuning in to how is your body feeling? How are you reacting to different things? Where am I holding the stress? How am I on time?
Yeah, like a minute and then start taking questions.
Okay, thank you. So I know for me, we hold different emotions, different parts of our body. Just tune in, and even just taking some quiet time, meditation is wonderful, and just going from head to heart, having that stillness, see where you have that tension in your body, and then even addressing that. You can do tapping, you can try some of these other techniques. There's just so many different ways that you can help to counteract those stressors. One other thing I wanted to mention real quickly is we have what's called a psoas muscle. It's P-S-O-A-S. I believe it's what causes this motion. So we hold fear here. When that muscle gets tight, we can tend to have pain in our hip or in our glute. So trying different stretches to help loosen that up. Because when we get stressed or we get fearful, we tend to we pull up like this. So the key is just to elongate what they call the seat of the soul. So that's all I have. Does anyone have